So let's continue our discussion of ISM. We have covered the ISM and the TISM, and now we are going with the Fuzzy ISM. Before we start with the Fuzzy ISM, first understand some of the basics. The basics includes what exactly is meant by the fuzzy. The meaning of the word fuzzy is incomplete. Anything that's vague, not transparent. That is fuzzy. And we use the fuzzy into day-to-day life to a great extent. If you see, every single time the human life is complete, our communication is completely fuzzy. Completely fuzzy means most of things are incomplete. For example, it's very cold. Now, if it's a computer, a robot is with you, robot will ask what is meant by very, very cold. Is it 20 degree, 22 degree, 18 degree? What is very cold? Oh. You will say, can you give me little more salt in my dish? Little more. What is meant by the little more? How will you say that? So, problem with the Vexo framework, some of you have observed, V means a row causes column, and every time it will be the same. And there is only effect is one. One means exactly same effect is there every single time, which may not be actually possible or which may not make sense. Some of you ask question, what if initially and later on, initially it gives, later on what it gives. So instead of that, people feel more comfortable with the linguistic part. Now, what is the linguistic terms? Linguistic terms are, what is the effect? No effect, low effect, very low effect, high effect, and very high effect. This is something linguistic. You can make it as 7.9 or etc. So very high effect. This will be considered as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 point we will make. No effect is 0. So please note, out of the Vexo, O means 0. It means no effect. Absolutely not a problem with that. So wherever the person has given the VAX, you will ask a second question, what is the intensity of the effect? So first tell whether it is a 1 and 0, and second ask what is the intensity. Let's go back to our example. In the example, admission gives you development. PhD admission gives you development. Arun sir, I seek your suggestions in that. How much? Is it a low? Is it a like very low, high, very high? What will be the scenario?
Sir, I can speak for myself. It is high. It is
high. Right? We will go only with you. Now, the next one, admission gives you job. PhD admission means it gives you job means you become eligible for the job. So certainly it has to be very high, because almost all universities have now made, PhD as a mandatory requirement. So I'm considering that very high effect on the job. O, no reasoning required, because O means no relation between the two. Admission gives you happiness. Now here comes that answer which one of the university students gave me. When I asked PhD admission gives you happiness, their answer was initially. Initially means later on they found that, okay, my God, where we are and how we can get out of it. So that sort of stuff means, now what we'll say, this gives you low, high. Arun sir, what should I write here?
Sir, in my opinion, it should be high if a scholar sincerely wants to work, sir.
High, okay. Now, when it comes to X, please note X involves two relation. So here we have to write the two things separated by a comma. We will write the two things here, which is separated by a comma. It means development has an effect on job. Probably yes. How much, Arun sir? What is your understanding? How much is the effect of development on the job? High there?
High.
Okay. And job on this can be higher, but purposefully I'm taking a lower. Purposefully I'm taking a lower so that we have some contrast. Okay. Development get you promotion. Exposure gives you low. Maybe some other things can be there. And development gives you happiness. Depends what sort of person you are. May give you happiness or may not give you happiness. So let's consider this also as the low effect. Job gives you promotion. I think job is a mandatory part for the promotion. Very high. Jobs gives you happiness. Yeah, high. And promotion gives you happiness. Yes, let's go ahead with that, high. Okay. Now what we'll do, we will convert first this high, low, etc. fuzzy numbers. These numbers, this is called linguistic into the fuzzy numbers. First, let's create the fuzzy numbers. So these are the linguistic. So let me create some fuzzy numbers here. There are number of methods for converting, how to convert this linguistic into the fuzzy. Let me share one thing with you. Here, this will be converted from 0 to 1. It will be made actually sort of ranging between 0 to 1. 1 means very high and 0 means no. So at the center level, I will take 0.5. Here I will take 0.25 and then I will take as a 0.75. Had it been 7-point score, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 6 will be, let me write here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 0 will become 0, 6 will become 1. Somewhere between here you will make the 3.5 as the 0.5 and accordingly you will make the scale. Probably the scale will go into the 0.17, 0.34, 0.51, table of 17, something like that. If it's a 9-point score, accordingly, you will go with that. But 5 points are most popular. Now we will make it as low, medium, high. Every number will be divided into the low, medium, and the high. Basic idea is, still we are not very sure about the low effect. Because here, if you just see, when I asked whether admission gives you happiness, Arun sir said, yes, happiness is there. Other person may feel, or this person, even Arun sir might say after some time, yeah, actually it makes you very happy because now the future is secure. Or might be, yeah, it's a little bit happy. So what we will do in the fuzzy, we will take the next number and the previous number. We will take the next number. So let me write 0 here, 0.25, write the middle value once again, 7521. And wherever 0.25 is there, what will be the next value? 0.5. What is the previous value? 0. For 0.25, what is the next value? 0.75. Previous is 0.25. 0.75. Next is 1. Previous is 0.5. Here 0.25 and the previous is 0.75. And here comes the two exception. We cannot go minus 2.5 because it is between 0 to 1. So it becomes 0 itself, it becomes 1 itself. And this particular format is called as the triangular fuzzy numbers. Triangular. Can you see sort of a triangle format like 2525, etc.? It's a sort of a triangular fuzzy number. Though they are fixed, but we can just check it out once again, the way we are working. The first thing is always take the center one, middle one first. The middle one is how we have divided that. Because I have taken the 5-point scale, no, very low, low. I have taken average, high, and the very high. I have not taken the average effect. So very low effect, high effect, very high effect, and the no effect. No effect is 0. Very high is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Convert them between 0 to 1. So at the middle value, low will become 2, that is 0.5. 0.25, 0.75. Keep the middle, low, medium, and the high. Put the medium here. And what the fuzzy logic says? Fuzzy logic says write the number next and the previous. Write the number next and the previous. So basically, wherever you are answering, if I'm saying low, I will say, okay, I will consider your answer to be between no, low, oh, sorry, not the no. It will be very low, low, and the high. I will take your answer. You can shift between these three. Very low, low, high. How do I know? Look at the scale here. Linguistic term. No, very low, low, high, very high. If somebody is saying high, I might consider his or her answer between low, high, and very high. I might consider between this. If somebody say high, I will consider high, very high, and very high because very high is here itself. So what I will do, just check this out here. So we have here a reference also, a reference of Lee 99. So we have this sort of table. No influence, very low influence, low, high, and the very high. Look at the medium value, and for every medium value, the next value will be, for the next level, it will be here, high, and the previous one will be at the center. Two exceptions are there, 0, 0, and here is the 1, 1. This is the NV low, and this is the influence scope 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the notation. Now, rule number 1 is we need to change this table into this fuzzy table. Now, what will happen? The first thing will happen, only the number of columns will increase. For everything, there will be 3. So instead of 5, there will be 15 columns. So let me write here the format first, then we'll come to the table. So here I will write it as admission low, admission mid, and admission high. Next will be development low, development mid, and development high. Please remember, only columns to be changed, not the row, only columns. Job low, job middle value, and job high value. Promotion, promotion low, promotion mid, and promotion high. Next is happiness, happiness low, happiness mid, and happiness high. I must tell you, for the ISM, we have a web utility. Just in one go, whatever calculations we have done, you can go for that. Quickly, let's see that also. So go to the Google, right here as Smart ISM software. So we are really thankful to Professor Naeem Ahmed. It will say unsafe, etc. Not found. It happens at times. So Smart ISM SGET. SGET, let's see, not found. Okay. It happens at times. So there are some videos, one made by Professor Naeem Ahmed. He done his BTech and PhD from Aligarh Muslim University, and currently he's working in Saudi Arab. I have also made a video on the same, how to use this utility, and Dr. Naeem Ahmed also made this utility. Let me try one more time. At times it doesn't work. Not found. Okay, you can check, maybe change of the browser might help. So you can check, it's the same Vexo, and you can enter, it will give all calculations. But to my knowledge, as of now, I couldn't find any software which talks about Fuzzy ISM. Might be they are paid, I couldn't find as of now. So now this is something, it will go here. And this format also I should put it here. And here I will start with 1. So this is here. Now here I need your attention, little bit your attention, because there are chances you will miss the thing. Arun sir, what is meant by the V? V means, okay, for a moment, let just allow me to sneak something from here. And this is 1. So at least this we can copy and paste. Diagonal will be the same. So let me try to put diagonal here. Remember, diagonal is the 1. Okay, that's done. Now, Arun sir, just see here. When we say V, basically this was 1, this was 0, Arun sir?
Yes, yes, 1 and 0, yes, sir.
Now you will say, instead of 1, you will say high and the 0.
Yes.
It is high, na? V means high.
Yes.
And high means, what is the value of the high? High means 0.5. So let me go here, 0.5, 0.75, and the 1. And what is meant by the no influence? Even in the no, 0, 0.25. So here I will say 0, 0.25. Tell me this particular thing. Two things are happening simultaneously. One, what is meant by the V, O, etc., etc. And second is, inside that, go with the high and the low. Now, since it was V, think of it, this is 1, this is 0. Okay, but 1 means go further, it is high. High means go here, High means the values are low, medium, high, 0.5, 0.75 and the 1. So where high effect was there, write 0.575 and no effect. No effect will not be taken direct 0, rather 0.25. I have put 0.25 here. Tell me, is this point clear? Please ask for the doubt. What's not clear? What is missing thing? Two things we need to see simultaneously. Number one, what is Vx? Let me go with O. Arun sir, what is meant by the O? Admission to promotion, no relation.
No
And
relation.
promotion to admission, no relation.
No relation.
No means 0.25. So admission, promotion, I will go here 0.25 and the same will go from promotion to admission. It will go here.
Yes.
Make sense?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Let's see this X. X means, first H means development to job and the second L means from job to development. See first one, from development to job H. H means 0.575 and the 1. From development to job. From development to job, it's 0.5, 0.75 and the 1. But the other, from job to development, this one, it's low. And low means 0.25, 0.5 and 0.75. Tell me about it. Are you getting it? Low, high. Wherever the O is there, no relation. Others first think of the 1 and 0 and then instead of 1 think of the whatever the linguistic description is there. So let me go to the third one, very high. Admission to job very high, 1 and 0. So 0 means this part I am putting the same. And here it is going very high. Very high means 0.75, 1 and 1. This is very high. Please ask for the doubt. It's perfectly okay if you say something is not clear. It's perfectly okay because we are doing two things simultaneously. One is think in terms of 0 and 1 and second thinks of the linguistic part. So perfectly okay if you say I'm confused, I'm not getting it. It's okay. Please ask it. Check once more. Check with the last one. Admission to happiness. You might want to write it first like from admission. Let's write like this. From admission to happiness, it is 1. And from happiness to admission, it is 0. Is that okay? And then instead of 1, what we will write? It is high. From admission to happiness, it is high. High means check it from here. It is, I can write it like this, 0.5, 0.75, 1. And here what I will write? 0, 0, 0.25. This is what I will write. This is what I will write. You can write it in your copy, etc. So admission to happiness. V means admission to happiness is 1 and admission happiness to admission is 0. So first let me write this here also. This is the format 1 and this is the 0. And then the 1 actually is high. So high means where 1 is written from the high 0.575 and the 1 and wherever 0 is there write as 0, 0.25. Please ask for your doubt. What is not clear? Why we are going for 0 and 1? Why we are converting? Because we are converting it into the fuzzy number. We are accepting and we are taking that sort of the vagueness. Yes, a person can say low also, person can say high also. Problem with the Vexo. First thing, what is the problem with the Vexo? When I write V, it means every single time it will have the same effect, no matter what. But some of you said, no. What in the short term, what in the long term, what is initially time period, effect may not be that much. For example, from development, you will not get directly promotion. It will helpful, but not directly. It's a low effect is there. Sometimes you say very high. Only when your job you get into promotion, very high. So those linguistic terms, those sort of vagueness, we are incorporating in our calculations. Remember, we will come to the same one number. But before we have to take these things. And another good thing is the same procedure is there for the fuzzy D metal and others also. Same is the procedure. Convert the number into the this sort of calculations. And unfortunately, I couldn't find so far any software which will do this part. This you need to do in the Excel. That's why I thought of taking this workshop to explain. Now let me complete the table from development to promotion. It's a V. Low. Low means it is 0.25, next is 0.5, and next is 0.75. And from other side, from promotion to development, here it is 0. So 0 means 0.25. Let's go to the next one. So next one comes at happiness. From admission to happiness, it's a V and high. High means it's 0.5, points high is 75 and next is 1. And on the other part here from happiness to admission, it's the same. Happiness to admission is the same. Check this one. Development to happiness, low. From development to happiness, I will go here. From development to happiness, it is low. Low means 0.25, 0.5 and 0.75. And the other pair from happiness to development, it will become 0. Remember, V means 1 and 0. This will become 0, 0.25, the same. Arun sir, is this point clear or
Yes,
should I
yes, sir.
explain?
Yes, sir. Fully clear, fully clear. Just have to match it. So there is one question by Ragni and Tina. Ragni says, "Sir, can you please elaborate about the purpose of elaborating it again to LMH?"
I think I have done that.
Yeah,
We are incorporating the vagueness, which otherwise is not there in the Vexo framework. I am incorporating that part.
and last question is, sir, if the study has more than 5-point scale, what will be the notion?
Exactly the same which we discussed here. If it's the 9-point scale, then 0 will be 0, 8 will be 1, and accordingly you will proportionate. Basically, how they are going ahead. See, what is the gap? Gap is of 4, so 1 by 4 is increasing. If that is of 7, 1 by 7 will be increasing. If it is of 9, it will be 1 of 9 will be increasing. It's like that. Okay.
One last question, sir, then we can
Yeah.
proceed. From development to development, it is XHL. Please repeat in bracket 2 levels are coming.
From development to development, it is 1. Development to development is 1. From development to job, probably it's X. From development to Arun sir.
She wants explanation for the XHL, that from development to job.
Development to job. See, the first one, H means first one says from development to job, and the second one is about reverse from job to development. Whatever you will in the X, only in the X, the two values will come. The first value will be from row to column, and second value will be from column to row. H is the case of from row to column, from development to job. From development to job, it's a high. So go with the high is 0.575 and the 1. I have written it here. From development to job. Reverse, from job to development, this part, it is low. Low means it's 0.25, 0.5, 0.75. This I have written. The two values. You may feel that actually we should have made the table number this first. That is also okay. You can make initial reachability first, and then wherever 1 is there, then you can change 1, 0. But in that case, the problem is, again, you need to refer the 3 tables. You will refer to this table, then you will refer to whether it was V or X. You will refer to this table, and then you will refer to the third one. What was the thing? It will become actually more confusing if you go with the first table number 2. Because now, see, the problem is if you make this table, how do you know this one is of V or X? How do you remember this one? Actually, it is out of V or X. It means now you can't simply replace all 1. It is actually low, high. Then you have to go through. So whatever way you are comfortable, please go with that. I'm going ahead. Job to promotion, very high, and it's a V. V means from job to promotion. Very high means it's 0.75, 1 and the 1. And on the other extreme, it should be 0. So I'm copy and the paste. The next one it says, or maybe I should put it little less. From job to happiness, it's high. Here, job to happiness, it's high. High means it's 0.575 and the 1. So I can see 0.5751, copy and the paste here. And since it's a V, other extreme will be 0. So happiness to job, it's 0. And last one is from promotion to happiness, high. High means I can copy paste the same thing. So this one will go here. So this completes my first table. First table, actually there will be only one table. There is no table number 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I tell you about the fun fact is there is no such thing called the Fuzzy ISM. I don't want to break your heart, but point is there is no such thing as Fuzzy ISM. There is a Fuzzy MICMAC. And in the diagram also we can introduce Fuzzy, but there is no such thing called the Fuzzy ISM. It means when you go for the, I will show you a paper of Fuzzy-TISM. The person starts with this diagram, goes with this making things, take this, write the things on the regions, write the regions, show indirect also. That's the TISM. For the Fuzzy, only MICMAC will be the Fuzzy. Only MICMAC will be Fuzzy. So just give me a moment to go back to the TISM and make that diagram. I skipped that part. It's not that a rocket science. Go to the table number, this one. Table number 5, you can go and just get the sum. Please excuse me, that part I have not made. I'm just making it now. So the total is 1, 2, 5. It's 5 and it's also the 5. And column total, it's a 5, 4, 3, 3, and 1. So what are their name? This was called as the driving power. And this is called as the dependence. How to make the diagram? It's extremely easy in Excel. Dependence we have to take on the y-axis. So take this, copy and paste here. This much. Don't worry, make this one. And the dependence, copy and paste it here. And this also center aligned. Now these are the two things. These two things will make the chart from it. I hope you know how to make the chart. Go to the insert, go to this one, and this becomes the chart. That's it. So this becomes the MICMAC. In the MICMAC, you can put a line on the 3 because it is 6, because it's starting from 0. That's why it is going up to the 6. That's a MICMAC. MICMAC will be the Fuzzy. MICMAC will be the Fuzzy, not the ISM. No problem. Let's go ahead with the calculation. Now here there are a series of calculations. You need to be very, very careful about the calculations. Just see, these are the formulas of the calculation. Step number 1 says, okay, Arun sir, is this correct, or there are any, just shall we cross check it once again? V means here it will be 0.5, it's a 0. V means very high, 0.75, and this is 0. O means no relation, 0 and the 0. VH, H means it's going high, 0.571, high, and this is 0, right? Next one is X. X means the 2, 0.571, high, and this is low, 0.25, etc. Next one is V. V means low. Low is 0.25751. Other extreme, promotion to development. Promotion to development, this is 0. Next one is V. So again low. Low means 0.2575, and this is again the 0. Very high, 75, etc. Other part is 0. High, 0.575, and other part is 0. And V high, it's 0.57, other part is 0. I think seems to be okay.